Alrighty, and welcome back to Wildewitch RP's live play of our Burning Veil campaign. What is Wildewitch RP, you might ask? I'll tell you. Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own companies, that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players with us today, and you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games that happen every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in our Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also have our high-quality custom quests, magic items, and our playthrough of D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let's get started with today's game. Oh, getting ahead of myself here. Our heroes, our adventurers, have made it to Wintervale. They've been starting to dive into their own pursuits, and yet, recently, they've been called back altogether by Ansel in regards to pursuing the Salvation Key with a benefactor, one Delwyn Strevengard, to finalize your efforts and working together. You all have met with Delwyn and some of his associates. But it was during this meeting that there was an ambush. Assassins, mages, sent to kill Delwyn and the others gathered, including yourselves. You managed to escape to fight your way out and were making your way to a safe house. But in those journeyings, there was a complication. Rowlon. As you all made your way back and away from the attack site, Rowlon dragged behind a bit, claiming an injured leg. But after a quick prying through the mind, Andy had seen that in reality, he was alerting others, creating a trail to follow. Another battle took place in the alleyways, and as you remained victorious, you ran off into the rainy evening. Rowlon in tow, but with justice likely to be served. Gyurov has taken the lead to take you to the safe house. And as you arrive now, you see that this is a narrow, two-story dwelling. There is, of course, you see what looks to be the few windows that are here, curtains drawn. Be no good to advertise who may be here in a safe house. As you enter in, you all would notice that there is someone already here. A figure sits, relaxing, a glass of wine and a candle lit on the small dining table. As the door opens and you all stand in the doorway, she closes her notebook and smiles. immediately, she looks beyond your group to a particular figure. Delwyn, I was wondering when you'd be getting home. And as she stands from where she was sitting, Delwyn, still sort of breathing hard from the adrenaline of the fight and the run. I, uh, Carissa? What are you doing here? Gurov, however, is more quick to act. He takes his sword, levels it upon her, and she is making sure her assassins finish the job. Mother sent more of them? Anyone who wants to roll an insight check here?
Yep. Oh, sad.
Oh, look, twinsies.
Vista.
Very nice.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Tala.
Tala. This young woman seems genuinely surprised to have, firstly, a sword pointed at her, and then, secondly, on the fact of the assassins.
I'm sorry. I. My name is Tala, and I guess your name is Carissa. How do you know each other?
We were friends in our youth. And, well, after I saw Delwyn during one of his nightly excursions with Enric and Ralon to the Red Candle District, perhaps I thought we could rekindle the acquaintanceship. You see where Delwyn's face is red and hiding behind his hand. Gyorov is giving him a daggerish look for such disregard of safety and hiding. Before Delwyn kind of... Wait, you were in the Red Candle... Honestly, who hasn't been to the Red Candle District?
Okay, that still doesn't explain who you are. And who is Mother?
I am Carissa Parthenaeus, fourth
Oh my
daughter of Lady Dominica Parthenaeus.
Oh,
Good. Excellent.
Lady Carissa. I don't mean to offend, but we were just attacked by
My
your
mother's, yes. No, I'm
yes.
aware of what she's been doing, and I'm sorry that what has happened. She looks over to Delwyn.
And if I may, why would we trust you?
Because this is exciting, more so than sitting home and playing fourth violin.
Oh my
Anyone
God.
who wants to roll history or insight check?
Oh, damn it, I can't title.
Oh.
Andy, she's a fourth daughter. It's very unlikely that she will have anything to do with her house's standings and proceedings. So she's probably got nothing really at stake, save for any sort of personal political interests and complications. She won't likely be inheriting anything from Parthenaeus.
So above game, she's a bored little rich girl.
Not quite. There's more to her, but you don't know. And so,
Right. Okay.
but so far, she has provided that she wants to reignite a friendship with Delwyn. She has said that she's sorry for what has happened with her mother, and that helping Delwyn is more exciting than being stuck at home.
Yeah, I turned.
Okay, besides...
Ah,
Oh, go ahead.
no, you do.
Andy would just step forward to Cursa. You play the violin?
I do have actually training with the violin, yes.
Really? Okay. Another time, perhaps, I'd like to see you play.
Might be
Andy,
interesting.
What?
Andy, stop flirting. We have a person of
I
interest that
am
we're supposed
just-
to
From one
interrogate.
performer to another, I have not met another violin player in, like, months. So,
Right.
or seen one.
Right.
Mhm.
So,
Besides, I ran
Or-
away too, so I kind of, sort of.
right. Again, stop flirting, and then let's interrogate the betrayer.
Oh yeah, Rowland. Oh goodness.
Rowland kind of looks up a bit fearful. But, Gyora, before we bring in someone who may have more information, should we not deal with the one that stands in our house? He has not put his sword away and is still pointing at Carissa. Look, I understand that you may be inclined to not trust me. I understand that. Really, I do. But I just want to help. I can undermine some of my mother's plans. I've argued with her about the attempts to take over Stravengar's titles and holdings, especially argued against any of the attempts to make Delwyn appear incompetent through use of magic, though she'd deny that fact. I've been in the meetings, however. It's a very cruel thing.
Out of curiosity, was his family targeted for a specific reason, or just because?
That is a question even further than what I have access to. It is hard to say for sure, but I do know what my mother's been doing in the aftermath. I don't know anything of if the attack was planned for any sort of particular reason. But I've no doubt that if there was an opportunity with any of the noble families, my mother would likely go to snatch it up.
Is Cursa a human or other?
As you are now in close conversation, you are able to see that she is half-elf.
Huh. From the vision from Rowland's memory, what did the mother look like?
she was also half-elf.
Indy, may I speak with you for a moment?
Yes, tell it.
Okay. You know how you do the mind thing?
Uh,
Can
yeah.
you do the mind thing to Rowland and then find
Yeah.
out if he knows if she's uh, uh, a spy or not?
I got everything I could from Rowland.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
think
okay.
he
I'm
knew
sorry.
very much. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I mentioned this before in game. Yeah. I don't think he was very high up in their spy ring. I think he was just kind of an opportunity that Lady Dominica, is that her name?
Dominica.
Took? Dominica. Ah.
Okay.
I don't know. I trust her. You know, relatively speaking.
Uh-huh.
So, just saying.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna like fill out my entire guts for her, and I'd rather she not be around, but I don't mind her being here, so.
Uh-huh. Okay. Go back.
She's sort of watching everybody. Her eyes more often go to Delwyn. She keeps a soft smile on her face. She doesn't try to push anything.
Tala just looks around at everybody and just watches.
Yeah, Gorjev, you're gonna kill her or put that thing away?
I must insist, Yorov, that you do put away the blade. I believe that Carissa's assistant will be more beneficial than without it. And between a look at Andy and at Delwyn, Yorov puts the blade away, but you can see that he is unhappy with this. I will
That's fair.
say this now. I do not trust her. As Delwyn looks to the rest of you, he doesn't trust anyone. Not even me.
Great.
And so, after Gyorov puts the blade away, he looks. I will make sure the rest of the house is safe. And he's going to start a search of the perimeter, first the rest of the ground floor, and then move his way to the second floor.
Lovely. What a guy.
Fun.
Delwyn, you have any food in this house?
We do, yes. It is in the kitchen. And he motions towards the back.
Lovely. See you guys later. Go get some food.
Enric is sitting on the couch, and Rowlon is nearby, sitting on the edge instead of relaxing, perhaps still tense over being found out earlier. Delwyn crosses over to speak more with Carissa. And while Andy goes to the kitchen, Frista, Tala, do you do anything?
Yes, I would like to ask Carissa. Excuse me, you said you saw the boys at the Red Candle District?
I did, yes.
Did you tell your mother?
No. Why would I tell my mother?
Well, somehow she found out and was blackmailing Alan.
I'm hardly the only person to go to the Red Candle District. And she looks to Delwyn and then over towards Enric and Rowlon. My mother has connections all over the city. I'm sure that one of her lackeys may have been able to make the connection.
Now, can someone explain to me what the Red Candle District is and why everybody's freaking out about it?
Oh my god.
You must be kidding. You don't know the Red Candle?
No, I'm new.
Well, it's a place to go where you want to explore things that aren't quite conversational, so to say.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Okay, like what?
Oh my god.
The recreational sharing of bodies.
Like, bodies like me?
Like you, like
It's
myself.
like restaurant?
No, not like a restaurant, though you do have your selection of meals, different flavors for whatever appetite you might crave.
Oh, that's great. You mean like Andy?
I'm sure that there are figures out there like Andy in the Red Candle District.
Yeah, I'm more
Voracious.
confused than before. Okay. Okay. Thank you for explaining. I'll ask them later. Okay. Hey, kind of shut up.
Oh my gosh, Lexi. Um, let me make a quick note. Change
Honestly,
everything.
Ninja.
Um,
Kidding. I'm tattling on him if he does that. Jeez. Mother, you wouldn't believe I found my brother in the
don't
big
tell
city of Wintervale.
Mom! Uh, so,
Ah, goodness.
as you are doing this, Freesta, are you doing anything?
I feel like halfway during that conversation, Freesta would have to leave the room as to not burst out laughing and would probably scout out the area after. What's his face?
Gyorov?
That one.
God, I love Gyorov. Yeah, so, if you're doing a scout, go ahead, roll for me either, perception or survival.
Right. I'm great at those. Oh, it's a 19.
Nothing to worry about. As you look around the area, moving in Gyorov's, wake, you don't see anything to be of any concern. No broken windows, no, busted locks. You're able to just fill the area around you, and feel a little secure. And then the door opens, and you all see entering in, Serafina. You don't see the gnome companion of Zalen with her. And she sort of wipes off some of the rain from her cloak as she enters in. Where's Gurov? You hear his footsteps come downstairs. I'm here. What's your report? We followed those agents back to an abandoned house in Mudfoot Manor. We didn't get inside. The location had several lookouts. Couldn't even listen in on conversations, but Zalen's keeping an eye on it. I'll return back and scout it out at a later time. If anyone wants to roll history check here. Trista and Tala, during your short stay in Wintervale, you would know that Mudfoot Manor is the eastern slums district. It's where the laborers and brick makers who stamp on clay composites to make bricks exist. Keep most of their livelihoods.
Okay. So, now what do we do?
Well, you, rest up. We get as much sleep as we can. Work comes early, you know? Seraphina says as she goes to find something to eat, getting into the kitchen where Andy is.
Hi. I think there's something left. I haven't bleached yet.
You see that she just sort of vaults herself up onto the countertop to reach the high areas, the cabinets.
Wow. Can you teach me how to do that?
And lets you get to my secret stash. No way.
Yep. Oh, secret stash. What's in there?
Everything that I don't want Zalen to find.
Okay, but I'm not Sailor.
Yeah, and you're
Trent?
also... You've eaten everything
Sure.
in here. If I wanted someone who...
Well, not everything, apparently.
Look, there's a reason why I keep this where I don't sleep, alright? And if I wanted it to go missing, maybe I'd teach you a thing or two. But I don't want it to go missing. And so she takes the box of... You see that as she pulls an item out, it looks like it is a cookie of some sort that she puts in, takes a bite of,
Of course it is.
and then tucks it into her bag. Just in case you get any funny ideas.
Crumbs everywhere.
Yeah, challenge accepted. Are you
boy.
sure?
She jumps down, her bag now a little bit thicker as it has the box full. Yeah, I'm quite sure. Well,
Play you a song?
I'm not one for music.
Ooh, That is, ouch. Oh, man. That is one insult I've never heard before, but wow. Okay. Hmm.
Nothing against
Well,
you.
you
I
must.
just prefer to be
I do.
out in nature where you just only hear the wind, the trees. It's a different type of tune.
Yes, well, one a skilled performer can imitate and make better. Just saying.
I'll let you know if I hear a song that I like. And she's going to walk out.
Mm-hmm. Goodness. Yeah, I'll be out there in like 2 seconds behind her. She doesn't like music. Jeez. What a poor child's upbringing she had.
So, as Serafina looks to Gyorov, Gyorov gives her a nod, and it seems that she takes that as a understanding that she is free to leave and heads back out. And Gyorov looks to everyone. It is true a good idea to rest. We've had a lively evening.
Okay. We should take turns watching, right?
Good to say.
Oh, God.
It is most likely unnecessary. The safe house has been undisturbed until recently, and he looks over at Carissa, who looks away from Delwyn. Huh?
Yeah, I look
Yeah,
it
how
over
did-
at Free Stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, how did she know how to get here?
She followed
Give-
Delwyn
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. 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 Cool.
from his red light
Continue.
district.
Yeah.
excursion.
I was busy finding food, so I was lost. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
I look at Free Stuff, Caramander, Brother Ansel, Renan, Andy, and then
Lorcan's also here.
Uncle. Nope.
Pyramid.
Welcome.
You've got Lorcan, Ansel, Paraminder,
Lorcan!
and Renan as the NPCs.
I hate you all. I look all of them and go, okay, I guess we don't have to all take a watch, but I think I would feel better if we took some kind of watch. But up to you.
If you want to take first watch, I'm going to be up later anyways. So I'm wake up
Okay,
super early.
Good. I will take first watch.
So,
Lovely. Can I go like conk out on the couch or something?
yeah.
Cool. Since no one will give me cookies. Oh wait, no, she left.
She left.
Damn it.
Wait.
Seraphina does not
There are
reside here.
cookies.
There aren't cookies. This is a sad thing. I will tell Tala the whole sad story and like make it sound like it occurred over like 2 days. She doesn't like music. She wouldn't give me cookies. She wouldn't tell me how to get the cookies, and then she took them.
Well, are you feeling rejected?
I want cookies. I don't think they have a 24/7 cookie shop though in Wintervale, so we'll have to decide.
No, but I did find a place called Mother Gothel's Cookies.
Mother's Gospels does not exist in Winterfield yet. That is in Anne.
Damn it.
It's fine. I'm just gonna go
That's sad.
take a nap. That will hopefully last 8 hours.
Okay.
So, Delwyn would invite Carissa to the upstairs, which is where he has
Oh,
been
really?
taking his residence. It's not like that. He offers the same to his friends Enric and Rowlon.
Wait,
Adventurous.
he still
Wait,
thinks
hold on.
Rowland as a friend?
You guys, he's a little hurt, but he doesn't just immediately send the man out onto the streets. But Rowlon decides not to go upstairs.
Oh,
Enric
Rowlon.
is very much going to take the opportunity to rest.
Alan, can you hand over that sending stone, by the way?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Gonna go through this again? Hand the stone over, buddy. Otherwise, Gorjav's flying is sticky with his sword.
Perhaps and he stands up, I should take a bit of air outside.
Gorjav, please stab him.
I
Roll a persuasion check for Yorop.
Oh, what? Okay, fine. Oh, okay, 14.
14. Gurov stands and let him have his air. We will watch him closely, though. And Gurov will stand to watch and make sure that this figure doesn't do anything untoward.
Like, use a sending stone?
Like, use a sending stone. So Gurov goes out onto the front porch with Rowlon. Does anyone else go
Get
out?
his wand, too. Yeah, can you give me the wand, then?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, gosh, I gotta get... Okay, cool. 19.
19.
Fork it over, buddy.
Yeah, nope. Hand over the wand.
Thanks, buddy.
He just
What's this guy?
heads out, and Gurov follows.
Uh-huh. That's not good.
I would like to go out.
Yep.
And look at both of them.
Yeah.
And then I use what?
What would you be using?
I use wild shape to turn into a wolf. Umber colored. I kind of sit there, bunches, and stare at him.
Cool.
Uncomfortably.
Yeah. Gurov is watching him. Gurov's not any sort of relaxed. He's tense, ready to go. And Rowlon is very nervous.
Oh, shit.
Seems to be trying to take in a few breaths to kind of calm down from where he was inside. Doesn't seem to be doing much better out here, being so intensely watched.
Yeah, and then soon I get bored and I lie down. Still out on the porch, but I lie down.
Okay.
Is it a wand of pyrotechnics?
It is a wand of firebolt.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So,
Well, I guess I'll sleep before they ambush us, yeah? That'll be good. Mm-hmm.
Tala, what is your
Cool.
passive perception?
God. I was kidding.
17 is myself, unless you want the wolf one.
You are wild shape. Druids get their own
Oh,
stuff as a
yeah.
wild shape.
Then my passive perception is 17.
Okay. After a few minutes, the stiff breathing from Rowlon becomes easier, and again, you kind of grew a little bored watching someone so paranoid. But now that he seems to perhaps ease up, he is relaxing, and you notice that. And then you hear muttering. You don't hear anything too detailed.
From who?
From the porch.
I growl.
Gyorov looks out, and what is it? Do you see anything? As he's looking beyond. Gyorov did not pass his perception check.
No. I walk right out. Like, I trot out.
Where do you trot?
To the porch is where you said that I heard the muttering, right?
You're on the porch. You went outside.
Oh, I thought so too.
Yeah.
So where am I hearing the muttering out from the porch?
I mean, there's you, Gyorov, and Rowlon on the porch outside. You heard the muttering from the porch.
I growl and look around and check to see if I can hone in exactly where I heard the muttering. I mean, it can't be Rowlon, right?
As you growl, the muttering stops.
Good. Great.
And, you see where Rowlon is quickly shoving his hands into his pockets.
No! I go ahead and then lightly put my teeth on his hands and just gently bite on it as a warning and growl again.
As you get closer to him, he moves away, because you'd have to approach him. Like, he wasn't standing next to you guys.
Right.
I'm not a fan of dogs of any sort, please. And anyone on the ground floor would be able to hear this.
Who doesn't like dogs?
I growl again.
Back off.
No.
I don't know if you understand this in your canine form, but away.
What's Gorov doing?
Gyorov is now watching this and has his hand on his hilt, ready to move in should things escalate.
I look at Gorov. I look towards over at Roland, and I put my nose right pointing directly at his pocket. Almost like one of those pointer dogs.
Rowland, what's in the pocket? And nothing, I swear. He pulls his hands out and holds them up.
It's a stone.
I growl again.
Are you saying this, Andy?
Yeah, I rolled out of bed onto my face and I'm like trotting over, going, "It's a sending stone." Like I said, it's a stone. You wouldn't hand it over. Schmuck.
Is this true, Rowland? I don't know. The halfling's lying.
I growl again.
I would say by this time you would have completed a short rest.
Cool. I'm going to cast Hex on to... What's his face? I don't have my note. Where's my notes?
Rowlon?
Yes, and give him disadvantage on charisma checks. Just in case he tries to lie.
Alright. So as you all now kind of come out, Rowlon seems to be more panicked. What do you guys do?
I slowly try to approach him and try to grab his. Okay.
Well, you wouldn't be able to get much as a wolf, because you Like, he's wearing an overcoat. Like, the pocket is, it's not like it's a pouch. It's on his coat.
What are the chances I can kind of like jump on him and knock him on his butt?
It depends on how well you roll your attack roll.
Oh, I got to do an attack?
Well, it'd be a shove attack kind of deal, so you'd be rolling athletics versus his ability to dodge.
Do I do my athletics or his?
No, you roll the wolf. So as a druid shape, wild shape, you get like
Yep.
the physical stats of your new.
Oh, right,
form.
okay. So Dex is +2.
So
It doesn't say anything about me being a proficient, so it's got to be D20 +2.
It is strength. Athletics is strength.
Oh, strength is +1. Okay. Kylie, come on. Roll well. Roll well. Okay, so that's 15.
Alright, he is going to... so as you jump up, he flinches and just drops to the ground, where you're able to now stand over him, and he's just cowering. Please don't... I don't do dogs! Please!
I look at Andy and I sniff the pockets and I kind of, scratch it with my paw.
Yeah, I'm like step up and say like, tired, annoyed, Andy who didn't get cookies is just going, hand over the stupid stone, Rowland, otherwise this dog's gonna rip your throat out and I'm gonna be happy about it.
Get it off of me and I'll comply, just get it off!
Nope, nope,
I'm
nope, give the stone.
Roll an insight check.
Otherwise, I'll take it over. Insight check.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a 9.
He is unwilling to move while the wolf is over top of him. Whether that is him being just entirely terrified or being difficult, you're unsure to say. But he is unwilling to move in this position.
Can I
Wolf
go take
rolls
it out of
his
pocket? Oh.
Yeah, Wolf rolls her eyes and then just lies down on top of him. Except, make sure that Andy can get the pocket.
You would feel that he goes still. His breath is almost entirely like fast, worrying that maybe he'll knock himself out through lack of oxygen.
Perfect.
Do you go for the pocket?
Yep.
Roll me an investigation check.
Hey.
Hey, easily you're able to find there's another wand on his body. You see it is a well-crafted wand and probably imbued much like the other one that you have. You don't know what spell it is. You need time to know, as well as the sending stone.
Cool.
As soon as I see her pulling those out, I get off him and then kind of sit down next to him.
He does not seem to get any better. He's in a full panic currently.
I roll my eyes, go back out to the porch where I can still see him, but kind of give him some space.
This is all happening on the porch. He was outside when this was all happening.
I just sit there in the corner. This is a big-ass porch.
It is. I mean, it's not like it's huge or anything like that. It's a very narrow space, but he was on one side, you were on another, you closed that distance. But
Okay.
no one went inside after all the exchanges.
Excellent. Can I go back? No.
I'm gonna go ahead and revert back and tell Andy and Gaurav, or whoever's standing there, so Frista's, if Frista's standing there too, he was muttering and had his hand in his pocket. Is that how sending stones work? Can you find out, Andy?
Can you?
Andy, can you find out if he sent the stone? I sent the message.
Can I don't want to activate it. But can I figure out if it's been activated? Arcana check. What do I need to
roll
spell
an
for
Arcana check.
that? Cool. Excellent.
Natural 20. Nice. you can feel that there is a sort of arcane miasma around the stone that would perhaps indicate that its magical capabilities have been utilized for the day.
Well, we probably should move. Yeah, I'm sharing that information. Yeah, it looks like it's been used. I'm all for tying this guy up and leaving him here, and then us going elsewhere.
Well, how do we know he was selling us out? He might have gave them misinformation to throw them off. We only heard
Oh.
muttering.
That's optimism. Yeah,
It
sure, let's
is,
ask.
but I don't feel right about leaving someone in the cold when they could be helping us. We have no idea. Also, they could be useful.
Come on, you want me to ask? I mean, he's right there, but he's like in a panic.
Well, for the next hour, I cast a little spell that makes him really bad at lying. So I think we help him calm down and then we interrogate.
When the
Okay,
DM
sounds
reveals
good.
that it's a performance check to calm yourself down.
Damn it. I'm not dropping the spell, I only have one of these spell slots.
So, what are you guys doing?
Like, that's why we do this, Rooster.
What does Gorov say?
Gyurov's not saying anything right now. He is watching the situation with an intense eye. I mean, if you want to, you can ask him what he thinks, but right now it seems that he is very much just observing everything and being very critical of what he is seeing.
Well, if we don't want to leave, at least I think we should be ready. Should we alert the others?
That's a
Yeah.
great
And
idea.
definitely take turns in watch, but more than one person at a time. And Delwyn should know what Rowling just did, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he can
Yeah,
make the
should tell.
decision.
Yeah.
I'm not going up there.
I could cast sending to him. No, kidding. um. Hey, yo, Ansel, could you do us a favor?
Ansel sort of gets up from where he was resting. What?
Guy's an ass. Could you go up and tell Delwyn, your boss, that his friend's a schmuck, and that we might need to leave? Thanks, your pal.
He used the sending stone. We don't know what he said.
Alright, and Ansel, who is probably like halfway to sleep, gets
Yeah,
up.
I know the feeling.
And as he walks up to where Delwyn's room is, knocks on the door. There's been a development. The others downstairs know more, but apparently Rowlon is a schmuck. Used a sending stone. I don't know the rest. I'm still very tired. Delwyn comes hurrying down, but Carissa comes down shortly after as well. And
And I wake up from all our companions.
easily done. Lorcan is the one that gives the most hassle. We already decided that we was doing like a semi-watch. Why can't I sleep?
Larkin, I think we should take turns and watch and be ready in case ambush happens. Because we don't know what he said.
What? Who said? Look, I've been working my ass off to get myself a nice bit of rest, like I don't get when I'm doing other stuff.
Right. And then I go ahead and grab both of his hands. head on with my both my hands, like on his cheek, and I go ahead and push it down so he makes a little duck lips. And I go, Roland, use the sending stone. We don't know what he said. There's a chance there will be an ambush. We're going to take turns and watch and be ready for ambush. Do you understand?
I'm not stupid. I'm just tired.
Good. And then I let him go.
Starts muttering about something you're not quite sure as he's speaking in orc.
Ouch.
Uh, as Delwyn kind of rushes down the stairs. Alright, please tell me what has happened.
Your friend Roland used the sending stone.
He's a schmuck.
I understand that from what Ansel has said, but I need to know what exactly. Do we know what was said? Who it was said to?
Well, sending stone only goes one way, and then Andy figured out that the sending stone goes to Lady Dominica. So we know
Pretty
who
sure.
it got sent to. We don't know
Pretty
what
sure.
was said, because nobody has asked him what he said. Which may have been a problem. Hey, Frista?
Mm-hmm.
Did we ask him what he said?
Well, your antics put him into a state of panic, and we haven't really been able to talk to him yet.
Oh, right. Did you know he doesn't like dogs?
Yes, he's
I
deathly
heard
afraid
him.
of them.
Oops.
He does childhood fear. He has not grown
Oh,
out of it.
great.
How's he doing right now, if I just look over at him?
Roll for me an insight check.
I'm good at those. That's an 11.
His breathing has calmed down a bit. He also looks unconscious.
Great!
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, add.
Wasting my
We get an
spell.
ad.
I'll go try and shake him awake.
Hey, Faye.
Hello?
Yes.
We have an ad.
Oh shoot, it is. I didn't see that. We will be right back then. Alright, Priesta, you have just shaken awake Rowland, who startles seeing you so close to him. What do you want?
We're just making sure you're okay.
He looks around. The dog's not here anymore, right?
Nope, dog's gone. We took care of it.
Okay.
You feeling
Can I
better?
step? Oh, go ahead.
No, not really.
Right, is there anything we can do?
Probably not.
Great. What were you saying, Andy?
Um, Actually, I'll do this first. Can I go forward and try and like compose myself and like try and like calm him down? Say like, look, you're kind of a schmuck, okay? But we're not bad people. We just want to know a few things, and we'll be nice to you and stuff if you answer our questions. Um, I could even give you some food if that would make you feel better. Um, Play you a song, help you calm down a little bit, and then we can all go to bed, which would be really nice. Oh, what do you say?
He starts to look away. You are able to read that there's some shame and there's a not sort of despondent look, but regret almost.
Okay, yeah, you're feeling sorry for yourself. That's great and not useful. Hey, how about this? If you help us out, you might be able to, you know,
It's not
uh,
that I'm feeling sorry for myself. I am, but you won't find rest here.
yeah, okay, that's what we wanted to know. So they're coming? Is that the thing?
And I they sent me the message, and I was waiting for it, and they'll be here in likely less than an hour. And I was
Do you know who they are?
some
How many?
I don't know whoever's being bought out by the Parthenaeus, and look, all I did was tell them how many people were here, and that's
Cool. So we just move. And we'll be good.
Are you being manipulated in any way, physically or magically?
that's she's got my reputation on the line. She's providing me money to be at her aid and using this threat above my head if it gets out what things I am up to in the red light district. My family is done for. No one would do business with someone as degenerate as myself.
We leave you here and, you know, lightly pretend to beat you up a little bit, and then they come and find you, and you're like, oh, they got away. Eh? Be good?
Or you stay with us
The
and
sending stone.
give false information back through the sending stone. You work as a double agent.
I'm being honest, I'd rather be brutalized beforehand and then think about what might befall me if I'm caught as a double agent.
Just a suggestion.
Can I step back inside the room and cast my detect thoughts and come back
Uh,
with like a snack?
sure.
Cool. Freaking spell slots. Okay.
So,
Come back, hand him like a few crumbs. Um, Look, food, and I'm gonna eat the rest of whatever I grabbed, which isn't a cookie. Um, so you're telling me the truth? Is that correct?
I'm telling you all that I know. His mind goes through, the thoughts of, I've told you everything. Just please let me be. let me leave. Give me some dignity.
Like pat him on the knee or something. Great, thanks. Do you know what these wands do? Fun fact. I'll pull out the two wands. Or the one wand I don't know what it does.
Um, one was for a firebolt, a bit of a
Right.
flare, and the other one is a short range message.
Really?
Yes, you can point it, and if your recipient is within perhaps maybe 120 feet pushing it, you'd be able to deliver them a message that is unheard from anyone save for who you are casting to. It was how I was to alert them when they were close.
Interesting. Oh, please, do you have any other? Well, we got him leave. I guess it's the first thing.
Hmm.
But
Carissa, who would have been down on the first floor, kind of. Well, if we are needing to leave, there's a safe house of my family's within the Sunrise District.
what is Host's thoughts?
The first is, why would Mother think to look at one of our places for Delwyn? And the second thought that is kind of present as well is anything to keep Delwyn safe.
Oh, sweet. Great. Oh, and I want to ask Rowlin if I still have time. Have you met Carissa before? Just trying to get a handle on like relations here. I know she
I've
knows Delwyn.
Yes, no, I've met Carissa at a few functions of nobility. We are not close, but I am aware of her. I would call it an acquaintance. You see memories of different dances and small galas, very small talk in his mind.
Okay, lovely. Just kind of nod and go, okay, that sounds good to me. Yes, go there. I don't know what we're doing with this guy, but Luista.
He's made his choice. He wants to. Doesn't want to be with us. Work as a double agent, so keep him here. He's not.
Okay. Um, what should we like put red frosting on his cheeks and say we punched him? Like, or just leave him? Feels kind of silly to talk with him right here, but you know, here we are.
I think that decision is up to Delwyn.
Yeah, Delwyn.
It is not my decision for what happens to him. At least I do not feel that it should be. He has made his own decisions.
Yes. So do we leave him here as is? Do we tie him up? What would you like us to do?
Gyorov would point at this point. I believe we should kill him. He has betrayed us.
That seems a little harsh.
Yeah,
This is a threat
uh,
to the security of Delwyn. If you did the same, I would suggest that we kill you as well.
good.
Delwyn
I'm glad to know where your loyalties lie.
shakes
Mhm.
his head. We will not kill him.
Agreed.
He does not wish to be with us as a counter spy. Perhaps then we do leave him here.
Yes.
I do not feel the most comfortable in taking away his choice. So perhaps we let him, whether he waits here to be found by his co-conspirators or if he flees. It will be his choice. But he
I
is
like that choice. I agree with Delwyn.
Cool. So, Alan, you want us to beat you up first or no?
I would prefer not to be beaten up first.
Okay, we'll just have the people who find you do that. Sounds good. Okay, leaving.
We'll put a note on your back. It just says kick me.
I am a schmuck. Yeah, yeah.
Let us go.
You're
Yep, with all haste.
and
Oh, wait, what about Serafina? And so on.
they don't take residence here, so they'll
So they won't
probably
be back?
likely not. And if they
Okay,
come back,
cool,
they'll
cool.
probably know how to take care of themselves from your interactions with them. Um,
Yeah,
so
okay.
you're able to grab, if you've got anything inside the safe house, you'd have time to grab it before you are to head out. And as um, you all grab what you are ready to head out with, Carissa would take the lead, though Gurov is at her side, trying to insist on a different, longer route to avoid perhaps any observers. Do any of you make perhaps a argument for either the most direct path or a path that is more winding and meandering?
As tired as I am, I think throwing them off would be the best idea. I should go for the winding path.
Sure. Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead then. I will say you can do either survival, deception, or stealth here.
Hey, twinsies again.
Twinsies, look at us.
Okay. You will move through and, under the cover of night, make it to the Sunrise District. And as you are here, it is anyone who wants to roll a history check as you enter into the fairly upscale safe house.
What damage?
Oh no, Friesta. And you've been spending so much time in the city.
I'm too tired.
Andy, you recall a brief passage of history that your professor, Professor Rashawn, had gone over about the areas of Wintervale when you had asked. This is known as this marketplace known as the Sunrise District because it is resting just below the Temple of Salanthra, the first major market here to develop in Wintervale, as a lot of travelers went to the temple and then trade, of course, shortly followed. But as you enter into the safe house, Gurov immediately goes in on a making sure everything is spick and span. There's no threats here. Meanwhile, Carissa turns to you all. Well, it is no manor house, but we do have a few guest rooms. If you would prefer to each have your own room, if you want to double up or all together, that's fine as well.
Great. I'm just gonna look for the closest mattress and fall asleep.
Oh
Mhm.
boy. I think we should still do watches, yeah?
If you would like to, I highly doubt that my mother or any of her cronies would guess that you'd be in one of our houses, so it's unlikely that they'd be here.
I look over to Gaurav and go, yeah, last place we're supposed to be nice and safe too.
Gyorov gives you a glare. My methods of securing my employer were deemed a bit barbaric and harsh. Would you like to put them to the test?
I don't know what that means. What do you mean?
I suggested that we neutralized the threat. It was deemed too harsh.
Well, yes. If it was a bad guy, did it of his own free will, I may agree, but he was being coerced.
Coercion is not a charm effect. He made his decision.
I don't think that necessarily should cost his life, but
Well,
it's already done, so hey,
it is
about the
already done.
watches?
You may decide your watches. I will be resting beside my lord. Should anyone get close enough to him that I am alerted, I will protect him in my own way.
Okay. I think he likes me.
So, after Gyurov's search is done and Delwyn's room selected, Gyurov will post next to the doorway inside the room. Do you decide on any watches?
Well, I would like to, but I don't know how my companions all feel.
I only need 4 hours, so I'll be up then anyways. But I'll meditate next to just the front door of the place, just inside of a common room, hall, whatever it is.
Yeah, usually enough done.
And I will watch until Trista is done with her meditation.
You will, if you stay up the full 4 hours before the meditation, you will be cutting into your sleeping and resting time, which will either push back your start time of the day to get a full long rest, or you would be risking exhaustion.
Okay. Does anybody else want to take a little take turn? Okay then. Um
Um, I mean, you can ask the, the others here. You do have Ansel, Lorcan, Terminder, and Renan.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Anybody else?
I mean, if someone needs to take watch, I'll do it. But that just means that I probably won't be up early to help Frista with breakfast.
Lisa's eyes open and she glares at Ansel and Renan and
Roll an intimidation.
will do. 7.
Renan seems unaffected by your glare, but and Lorcan's already passed out.
Oh, I forgot about him anyways.
Yeah, it's okay. Most people do.
Great.
That's a lie. I love Lorcan.
Same.
Ansel will. No, I understand how Frista feels about Terminder and her making breakfast. I'll take second watch.
You're the best.
Thank you. And if you need anything, just wake me up, of course.
Is that not the reason why we are doing second watches? Is so that you have time to rest?
Yes, I'm tired and I can't think. Thank you, Ansel.
As no, I know that Lorcan's not Ansel because Lorcan's actually with the group.
Damn. I know what happens in the other game. I've been told. I'm terrified.
Who knows? You guys are already diverting off the path. So
It's just a
Good.
dominoes effect from not killing this guy, and it's dominoes to the thing, and I don't know how it's gonna get there.
so
Do you really have Ansel?
we don't have a Cecil. I'll tell you that.
I don't think you guys have Cecil, nor do you guys have Ansel.
So, as you guys are taking watch, with Tala going first, Tala, roll for me a perception check, please.
Well,
The house is quiet. There's the sound of people sleeping, of course, and then there is there is the oh, hold on.
why are you playing with Sirenscape?
I'm not
We
playing.
about to get attacked.
No,
She's typing in spooky.
I'm not.
Battle music?
Nope.
Or is it Andy snoring?
She's going to play the handgun sound effect.
So, you are. It's quiet in the manor during the evening. Hardly even the sound of your companions resting. Just becomes a pleasant white noise in the background. What are some of your thoughts, Tala?
Interpersonal skills, the social dynamics of people are very interesting. I'm still very confused about this red candlelight district. Is it for voraciously hungry people? Like appetites? Like, do they trade skills? What do they mean by trading bodies? I am so confused. And why would it be embarrassing? And if there's a red candlelight district, is there other candlelight districts? And if there's a sunlight district, what happens in the sunlight district? So many districts. Would Andy ever get her cookie? Maybe I should buy her a cookie. Yeah, I should probably buy everybody a cookie. But maybe get her 2 cookies, otherwise she's gonna eat everybody else's cookies. Now I want a cookie. And just round and round.
All right. As you are as you are thinking these thoughts over around and around, and as nothing seems to really settle itself in your mind, the time for your watch comes to an end, and you can wake up Ansel for his watch.
Yeah. Brother Ansel,
Yes,
it's time for your watch.
I'm aware.
Okay. Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Okay.
And
Are you gonna ask me if I'm okay?
would you like me to ask you if you're okay?
No, I just thought that's how people talk. I'm going to sleep now.
So, as you,
I would like to.
what would you like
I'm
to do?
assuming Andy's asleep on the bed somewhere.
Andy found a bed on the ground floor to sleep in. Yes.
Fantastic. I want to go sleep right next to it. So when she wakes up in the morning, unless she's careful, she's gonna trip over my shell.
Okay. So, as Tala, you find yourself asleep, and Ansel takes his watch. And soon, Frista, you feel a presence nearby you, a handshake on your shoulder. Your meditation done?
But since it's been so rudely interrupted, I'm going to say so.
Terribly sorry.
That you are.
I will be taking the rest of my rest now.
Good night.
Good morning. And with a almost cheeky smile, Ansel goes off to bed.
I got to wake up Taramanda.
She's already awake by the time you go over to wake her up.
Do you sleep?
I've just gotten used to waking up early.
I don't know if that's a good thing. You don't need to cook. I like you doing that. I'm a fan of having the company.
I was getting up early with Swereneros before, so I just wake up early.
Alright. As long as you don't feel like you're forced to wake up when I do.
No, I would just be up, before dawn, so that way I could start breakfast. I could mend any clothes that needed mending, or fix any journals that needed to be rebound. I, I also know how to fix shoes if your boots ever need to be resoled.
I appreciate that. Just this is I hope this is a choice for you, not something you're
Um, well,
doing out of.
it you seem to like it when I help you cook, so I'm more than happy to, you know, be up and help you.
All right, let's head to the kitchen.
Okay.
Breakfast.
The kitchen here is fairly well stocked, as it seems that Andy had not made a trip here before falling asleep. Uh, and
Beautiful.
as you are looking around, it is plenty of different foods. And while we have Priesta and Terraminder cooking breakfast, our story is going to go a little back in time here for a moment, as our viewpoint shifts. Dominica Parthenaeus stands alone in her state manor. She waits by the fireplace in the great hall. The embers die down. In her hands is paperwork from the royal judge, overseeing her legal claims to the holdings of House Stravengar. The latest ruling reading, denied. The heir apparent has at minimum a month following the death of his or her predecessors to make an appearance with the royal court. The second paper in her hand. The King of Wintervale has declined your request for an audience on the matter of the dissolution of House Stravengar. As she holds these paperwork, a lone knight in dark armor enters, approaches her, delivering a report of the events that happened earlier the evening. They had help from an outside group tonight, ones that we have not seen before. We're not sure how he'd have been able to hire them. He still hasn't gone back to the bank yet. Dominica does not look at this knight. Find out everything. Who they are, where they're from, what they're doing here, and most importantly, why they're helping him. Morning comes, and we are back in our safe house in the Sunrise District as breakfast has just finished being cooked. Trista, if you would like to roll for me a chef's tools check, you have
I have
advantage.
advantage. Yep. That's a 25.
All right. Andy, as you begin to awake, it is to the smell of food filling the house.
Yay! So excited. Oh, what do I follow her? Just massive. total shell in front of me. How
Roll
tall
me.
is this total shell? Also fun question.
I would say it's on the order of maybe like 2 feet.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Um, roll me a deck save.
Oh, lovely. 16.
You hop and slide off the back, as if it is a stepping stone.
Nice try, Tyler. I call out as I book it to the kitchen. My backpack like flapping behind me.
All right, Samwise.
Pretty much, except I don't cook. Um,
It's Bilbo with the long list,
yeah.
the contract. Um, so as Andy, of course, is the first to make appearance at the table. Unsurprised to you, Brista.
Ooh, it smells lovely. Yes.
What we do have noble people in the house. Should they not be served first?
I think Andy has like a spoon or fork in whatever cooking pot that they're using, and it's going like, oh, um,
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I just know that because Sorneros was a higher status, he was served before me.
Oh, that's
well, yeah,
because
but
he
he's a
was
schmuck.
mean.
Yeah. Well, we will set them a plate. Here's the problem though. It's hot now, and they're not here. Although, like, they're probably like 2 steps outside the space at this point. But
You hear the door open and you see Carissa in a dressing gown. Who's not here?
noble people.
I do hope that is a joke.
Yeah, no, I have like the goofiest smile on my face with like gruel or whatever food we're eating like dripping down my lips. Yep.
Gruel with a 25 cooking check? Really?
I don't know what nobles eat.
Damn.
Brista, what did you
I
make
don't even know what
with
it
a 25 cooking check? What is
I
your
have.
breakfast spread?
is.
I was gonna say, what was there? Give me the ingredients of everything that's in the kitchen, please.
Oh my gosh,
Whatever
Andy will just eat
you
all of it.
have in your mind is likely in there because it is a well-stocked noble safe house.
I feel like it would have been sort of like an oatmeal, but with chocolate chips just to make it cookie-like.
Oh,
Huh.
Just simple. I think she's hearing Andy talking about cookies. She would have put some of the ingredients
To make
aside to make
cookies.
cookies later. Just as
Cookie,
like
yeah.
if something goes extremely well, there's a way to celebrate.
Excellent.
So this is foreshadowing. This is a cookie adjacent meal.
Cookie
Love it.
adjacent meal. It was really good. You want some? Terramender and Freestyle are great cooks.
Well,
I
if
don't know what it is, but it's great.
there's certainly enough for us to all partake. I would enjoy my own bowl.
Great.
There's enough for everyone. We even accounted for Andy.
Really? Oh, it's so exciting.
There's like 3 giant like bowls, basins full of it. Just 2 of them are like pushed towards Andy, and then one of them's just still sitting there, scooping into other bowls.
Carissa
Yep.
will pour herself a bowl and then pours a second bowl. As Delwyn kind of enters in and she hands it off to him. He seems a bit flustered by that. And as you all arrive and all are able to sit down and partake, Ansel, Morkin, Renan, Terraminder will serve herself close to last before she sits down. Gurov arrives as well. He'll take his, but he does not sit down. He stands ready to move if he needs to. Enric also here. Still a little shocked and quiet from having almost died yesterday.
Yeah,
It
that's
happens.
fair. You get used to it, it's fine.
Grow up.
All I'm imagining is that one Ballad of Buster Scruggs where it's like, first time? Uh, so, uh, any conversations over breakfast?
What's our plan?
Right now, the plan is making sure that Delwyn is still safe.
It'd be safer for Dilwyn when we, get rid of the problem that's making him in danger to begin with.
It will be safer once Delwyn has his house again. The protections of the nobility are very hard waves to navigate.
Torches? Let's get rid of webs really quickly.
I think what Yurov is getting at is once Delwyn is head of House Stravengar in legal standing as well as just name, it will be a lot harder to actively move against him. The politics of this will be a bit of a safety guard. And that is what I assume that you all have been brought on for, to assist in getting him back to where he belongs.
No idea.
Ansel kind of leans over to Andy.
Mhm.
That was the stipulation of him
Yeah,
funding
but I
us.
don't know exactly what we're doing. He never answered that question.
Sorry that he was interrupted by bolts and arrows.
Assassins.
Yes.
Yeah. Shadow creatures, don't forget those guys. Oh, and the mage.
Oh, that was
Yep.
fun. Good times, good times.
Yep, good times. So what do you want us to do? Exactly? I get up and get another bowl or pot of breakfast.
Well, right now, I believe that it is in my best interest to stay low. Enric, do we have anything more from court? Enric kind of looks up from where he was eating. Oh, I can return to court and find out if there's anything that we may have missed in the excitement. I doubt it. Well, perhaps then, and Ansel looks to the rest of you all, we proceed with our efforts until Delwyn has more for us. I have a few leads.
Leads on what?
The Salvation Key and Thaleros. The reason why I asked you all to join me.
Huh. Cool.
If, of course, that is fine by all of you.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Where are these leads? Well, yeah.
As you are being brought up to speed by Ansel, our viewpoint of this morning rewinds just a little bit as it travels over the city. It is just as the sun is rising over the eastern skyline of Wintervale that two figures sit at a small table on the front porch of a homely tavern in the city's docks district. The first, an aged human with pale skin and receding hair, prepares himself a pipe. The second, a half-elven woman, olive complexion and wavy brown hair, stares idly at the still dark skyline, the ocean to the east. The barman emerges, delivers a set of 3 mugs of ale, accepts the payment, and exchanges idle conversation about the weather and recent events. As a third figure arrives wearing a hooded cloak, the barman excuses himself. Taking a seat, the newest arrival removes his cloak, revealing a youthful, half-elven man with curly red hair. Apologies. Had to find a replacement at the temple. No harm done, comes from the older man, though our conversation must be brief. The younger man nods, lifts his mugs to the other. To the angel, he says. The others repeat the phrase, tip their mugs to his, and the 3 each sip. Once more it is the older man that speaks. I'll keep it simple. The ones behind the sky fire have returned to Wintervale. The young, red-haired man closes his eyes in disgust and nods to his elder. They've come from where they nearly tore a hole in the world and are already working to do so again. You're going to observe them while we prepare a team to put a stop to it. The young man nods once more. I understand. Half-elven woman passes over a folded envelope. They are presently residing in the home of a noble in the Sunrise District. You are to follow and alert us the moment you believe they are vulnerable. After that, we'll take care of the rest. The young man takes the envelope, another short sip of his mug. I'll go right away. The elder man and the half-elven woman share a concerned glance before bowing their heads in agreement. May those who alter fate be forgotten, comes from the elder. The other two repeat this prayer. As the young man replaces his hood and rises from his seat, he draws in a breath of conviction, bows once more to his companions, and then departs from their meeting. I fear the worst, says the man. Without her guidance, we flounder about in darkness. The woman takes his hand, offers a sincere, though hesitant smile. We will preserve, and she will hear our prayers. The angel may not be apparent, but she has not left us to stand idle. We will see our duty done. He nods, exhales a long, forlorn sigh. So we shall. two of them look out toward the western skies where a storm flares. And our viewpoint shifts once again as you are no longer in your safe house. You are following Ansel as he is directing you to the Argent Horizons Company. It is an operation owned by the high-ranking Geldrick family. This, he has explained to you, is where Thaleros met Kolvard, who handled much of the material needs during the early experimentation with the Salvation Key. Accompanying you on this is, of course, Ansel, but also you have Lorkin, Tyraminder, Delwyn, and Gyorov. You had discussed Renan joining you, but as you are heading out, actually, Ansel's not with you. That's right. You've been directed where you need to go, but as you were heading out, Lorkin was originally to accompany Ansel, but you recall the conversation. Look, I might as well, I might as well be asleep if we're dealing with books, or keeping watch, or practicing notes, or having my eyes gouged out. Oh, where's Lorkin's accent gone? And after quite a few arguments, Renan, fine, I will go with Ansel. Stop being a baby. So,
Yeah.
Ansel and Renan have gone to research at the library. Enric has offered to assist in the other efforts, but it is...
Which library? Guildmaster? Game Master?
You don't know.
I would have
Probably-
asked.
Probably not the one you're trying to get to.
Darn it, okay.
But as you all are arriving, having been directed to Argent Horizons, we are going to take a break here for our ads. So, stick around with us. We'll be back here very shortly, but we will see you soon to see where this story will pick up. Be right back.
Gosh.
All right, we are back. And as you are arriving now to the docks of the Argent Horizons warehouse, can I get perception or insight checks?
Insight, you said?
Yes.
I only roll good on the checks that I'm not proficient in.
Yeah.
All right, so... just making sure that I've got all our NPCs present. So, as you look ahead, you would be able to realize almost no workers are outside of the warehouse. You see a single pair of laborers that stand at the edge of the largest loading warehouse, though that appears to have been closed off. Looking further, Tala and Frista, you'd be able to see that the laborers here are armed with clubs, as well as a pair of scimitars hidden within arm's reach behind a nearby crate. Andy, neither of the laborers here appear to be dirty or grimy from sweat of a hard morning's work.
Huh. What did Ansel expect to find here?
Roll history checks.
Good. Ansel. A 19.
All of you can recall. You are here to look into Kolvard, as Kolvard handled much of the material needs for Thaleros with his early experimentation of the Salvation Key. So, all the stuff that would it take to build the device.
Okay, so we're looking for the stuff.
Well, you're
We
looking
don't think
for...
Kolvard.
Kolvard is a person,
Right.
so you'd be looking for talking to them.
Okay. Gotcha. What, did you just go up and ask? He's not a bad person, is he?
I
Don't
didn't
know.
get the idea that Ansel thought he was a bad person.
Yeah. Just go up and ask. Yeah?
But there is two people outside who are armed. This doesn't
Fine.
seem like a simple place.
Right. But I don't really want to fight them.
Me neither.
I could here, I could go up, I could try and charm them, or we could just, like, be nice and charming naturally. We can do that.
Can we?
Yeah.
Putting too much faith in us. You're the talker.
Ah.
And I kick Andy forward a little bit.
Ouch. I'm small, your foot's big. Goodness.
I'm really insecure about the size of. I'm kidding.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, if I'll just go forward, try and, like, act natural.
As you move forward, they stand in the way and look down at you, arms crossed. Hey, where do you think you're
Hi.
going?
I'm going to see Kolvard.
Yeah. No, you're gonna have to come back later.
When?
Exactly. Don't know. There's a labor meeting in progress. Ain't that right? Yeah, the labor meeting. It's in progress. Bosses said they'd be real upset if you interrupted.
Oh, you
Oh,
two
so
aren't
Kolvard's your
invited?
boss?
That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
sad.
Go ahead. Anyone who wants to roll for me a history or an insight check.
Finally, I can
Oof.
roll.
Nice.
Yeah. All of you kind of come to this idea that perhaps maybe something is a little strange, a little off, as most labor meetings, happen at the end of the day when everyone is tired and conveniently less likely to argue about changes to operations.
Can I cast Charm Person at 2nd level?
Sure. What is your spell save DC?
15.
And this is both of them, yeah?
Yes. Yep.
So one gets a natural 20,
Dang.
Oh, schmuck.
And the other one just barely reaches 15.
Wow. Okay, cool.
All right. Look, we'll look past the fact that you just tried to cast on us. We don't know what it was that you were doing.
Well, it
It
didn't
was
work anyway.
prestidigitation. You're both really smelly.
Yeah. Why don't you, as we said before, come back another time?
No. Sorry, no one was speaking, and I just wanted to.
Yeah, Andy's
but
a little bit confused.
we're just passing through, so we're not here for a long time, and we really need to get
Hey,
to Colvard.
why don't you go find the boss? Get him out here. Yeah, I'll go get the boss. And one of the men goes off, taking that club with them.
Can I ask you a question before this happens? Unless it's too late.
I mean, this is happening right now. What are you do?
How does sleep is
Oh.
depending on how much hit points they have?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if they have more than what your sleep number is, they will not be affected.
Okay, how do I find out my sleep number?
So it would be a roll. So you roll, I want to say at base level, it's like, what, 5d8? And then whatever total that is applied to the hit points of the creatures in that area. And starting with the lowest level of HP works its way upwards. But it needs to meet or beat the amount before it would take effect.
Okay, and it's VSM. Yeah, can I go ahead and try to do that, please?
They would be aware that
Oh,
you are
man.
casting a spell because it's verbal, somatic, and material. So,
Right.
and
Right.
they've already seen that one of you had cast a spell, and they are probably a little bit
No,
more
this would be
awake.
great. No, this would be
But
great.
they're gonna go ahead and get the boss. We
They-
don't want him to get the boss.
Yes, we do. We want to talk to the boss.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
I will not cast anything. I go, yeah, go get the boss.
This is crazy. So,
This will be great. So much fun.
as
If it's the actual boss. If it's not the boss, I'm screwed, but it's fine.
well, Andy, you noticed that there were some strange things before, like the fact that they don't have any sweat on them.
Oh no, they're definitely not laborers. Oh, for sure.
Right. So, who knows if this boss is who you're looking for?
Right. No, exactly. We want to talk to your manager.
Yeah.
I'd like to speak
maybe
to the
not.
manager, please.
Yeah, one of them is going off to find the boss. I feel like I'm getting called out for my northern accent. That leaves
by
one
me.
of them here. Thank you for at least,
Don't
if you
kill me.
have any
No.
comments keeping them to, like, mental areas.
Self-control. No.
But
So God person.
yeah.
You like music? I could, play a little elevator music.
You know, I'm
While
really
we're waiting.
not. You tried doing some sort of magic-y stuff with me.
You gotta let that go, man.
Wait,
Goodness.
while we wait, can I ask you a question?
He doesn't want music, so yeah.
Have
Talk his
you
ear off.
been to the Red Candlelight District?
Oh no!
What happens there?
Look, if you're having to ask about what happens in the Red Candle District, I think you're a little, perhaps green in the world still.
No,
You
I'm
could
brown.
say that. You could say that. Oh no, you're green. You're very green.
No, if you look at me, it's got a little green tint to it, but it's
Well,
like beige brown.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
ever get
man.
a few extra coins in your pocket, I'd suggest taking a trip. It's real enlightening.
No, Tala, listen. Off stream, I will tell you, but it's not a PG-13 answer for you to understand.
Oh, okay.
I was in the
Okay.
middle
Still
of
don't
taking
don't.
my drink. Holy shit.
I don't.
I,
The only way to say it on stream is to use metaphors, and they seem to not be getting through to Tala, so I don't think it's something we could tell her at the moment.
no, because all I know right now, there's great restaurants for voracious appetite people, like
Ooh,
Andy.
really? Wait, do they actually have restaurants in there?
What's your
God.
boss?
Where's your boss?
We're gonna get TPK'd.
I have detect poison and disease. I don't have. Does less restoration cure disease? I
Yeah,
think it does. Yeah, then we're good to
it
go.
does.
So, sorry, I had to make the blackmail joke.
Mhm.
So, uh, no, you can't cast Detect the Boss. Um, God, why are you?
Nearest boss in the Dungeon Dust.
Um, when the other guard returns, it is with a figure.
Finally.
You don't know if it's the boss or not, but you see that it is a fairly stern-looking figure. Doesn't look like a um heavy laborer of any sort. Go ahead and make for me an insight check.
Oh,
Great.
halfling. Still sucky. Okay, cool.
Andy, you've never seen someone like this before growing up, but you've heard stories. The figure that seems to be walking towards you looks very pirate-like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like some sort of captain or first mate type. A little salt grime, but uh, otherwise lean muscle from days at work, tanned skin underneath the sun, and seems to have a disposition of perhaps unpleasantness seeing you all here as they return with the figure.
I do a history check if I know any pirates,
Roll a history check.
like stories. Okay, cool, cool. Lexi's not expecting anything, but this is just funny. 22.
Yeah, you know a handful of different pirates stories, mostly different tales that are more myth than anything. So you don't recognize um, immediately this figure. It doesn't match up to any of the pirate stories you know of. But as he gets closer, you do actually recognize the insignia that has the cherry chums. And you know that from stories in the different taverns that the uh, captain of the Cherry Chums is a dwarf, and that is not who this figure is. So perhaps likely a lieutenant or first mate. Um, I've been told that there was an issue up here. Unfortunately, we are currently preoccupied, and we ask that you return at a later date.
Okay, but question: you're with the Cherry Chums?
Eyes
Gotta be.
immediately narrow. Uh,
So cool. Must have so many stories. Guys, this is like a famous pirate. Well, I don't know about him specifically, but like their group is great. Big fans. Lots of fun stories.
Question. Why is there a pirate working in a warehouse? Did they get fired?
Probably have some secret stuff going on, isn't that right? It's so cool.
if anyone would like to roll an insight check here.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is good for me.
I should have gotten that on to see if this guy is afraid of clocks.
Um,
And alligators.
Krista and Tala. Andy seems perhaps a bit enamored with the fact of finally meeting
Yes.
someone from her stories that isn't her family. You, too, however, think it is quite odd that pirates are here at a warehouse. They're likely not working here. Likely they are robbing the place.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh. So, do you find anything interesting in the warehouse?
Warehouse.
Roll a persuasion check.
19.
And, we found stuff that'll work for us. Why do you want to know?
I'm just curious. You're very obviously robbing the place, so we just want to establish a
Really?
baseline of what we know. We're not against
Exciting.
that. We're not against you. You're just not the person we expected to see here today. But please, by all means, whatever's in there, I don't really care about.
Dance. What? Really? You're robbing this place? Oh, I'm totally gonna write a song about this. Yes. Cherry chops.
uh,
Robbing a warehouse.
question. Is Colvard here?
Don't know. I don't know anyone in the warehouse. All I know is that it had some goods. The captain wanted it. So we paid ourselves a bit of a visit.
Oh, that's cool. Are there any people that's not pirates in there?
Probably. But like I said, I didn't stop to ask them their names. I told them,
Do you mind if...
yeah, actually, I do mind if you guys head in there. That's why we have people out here to post guard.
Sense,
Yeah, but... please. I promise that if you go ahead and let us in, we won't go and tell people that you guys are robbing the place.
That was the smart move.
He
Oh,
pulls
what?
out a dagger
Uh,
and
Uh-oh.
puts it right in front of each of your faces.
Uh-oh.
Not my fault. Tala, you are green. Very green.
No, I'm brown!
I'll make
I'm
this
just colorblind.
I'll make this very simple. Right now, we are having a fairly pleasant conversation.
Yep.
If I get the slightest idea that perhaps you are going to be turning around and going to the city guard, I'll make sure that you can't talk to any of them about what you're seeing. Got it?
Wait, Freesta, they don't like her anyway, so it won't matter. Mm-hmm.
What? That's. Why would you say that?
Just
Oh,
try to
yeah.
mention
And for
forgot.
someone who's a little bit green around the gills, and he looks to Tala, what I
I'm
mean
brown!
What I mean is I'll take my dagger here and I'll cut the tongue out of your mouth.
That'd be so cool though, because you could like write a song about it, but like you wouldn't be able to sing it. You'd have to like play flute or something.
Andy!
I just say.
And
Oh no,
he
drums would be better.
flips the dagger, once more showing kind of his prowess with his favored weapon, likely, and puts it away.
Face gives
Yes, very
a
fancy.
sarcastic round of applause.
Now,
Oh,
why don't you head on your way while we continue our business? It shouldn't be terribly long, and in a few hours you can come back.
Oh, actually, that's a
Fair.
pretty good idea. So just come back, and if there's nobody guarding the door, then we are all set to go in.
hey, yo, pirate buddy. What's your name?
Like I'm going to tell you that.
Beautiful said,
Okay, fine.
please.
It's fine. Name the. I'll make one up for you. It'll be great. Um, you don't happen to know anything about Fate's design, do you?
What's that? Some sort of new tavern popping up?
It might be. Honestly, I have no idea what it is. Um, just wondering. Like as we're having this congenial conversation, just wondering. Um, you might know something about it. I guess not. Okay. I guess you're not as smart as I thought you were. Okay. See you around. Bye.
He narrowed his eyes, but goes to head back into the warehouse. What do you all do?
Can make us invisible and we can go outside.
I'm so confused.
Oh gosh.
As Terminder kind of... I'm assuming you guys are moving away from the guards to
Yeah.
further
Oh yeah.
quarters.
Yep.
Um, I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel good if there are people inside, just leaving them.
Right.
I agree. I almost kind of got a childish urge to bonk him on the head. I don't know why. I've never used that word before, bonk. Something to do with shillelagh. I don't understand.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that either, but we don't know how many pirates are in there.
At least 3.
It
And
probably...
a half.
Lorkin. I would say that it's likely the whole crew inside.
Good.
Right.
However,
Excellent.
Yeah.
I do think that, you know, with Andy being so charming,
Yeah.
if we can get Andy inside, perhaps, work that charm of yours on big old Captain. No one's going to go against the Captain, right?
Yeah, although you saw how well that fantastically failed a moment ago, didn't you?
Yeah, well, that first time jitters or something like that, just stage fright, whatever you guys performance got going on.
Yeah, no one told me to break a leg, so I guess I fumbled. Yep.
Yeah, you know what? Here, I'll tell you now. Break a leg. In that way, when we get
No.
inside,
Not physically though.
Can I
unless
get
it's someone,
inspiration from that?
unless it's someone
Kidding.
else's leg, I'm sure.
Yeah, break someone else's leg. That's actually what you want to say. Yeah, I can turn 2 of us invisible. But maybe we could sneak in? And I'm totally good with charming folks, but I can't charm 30 people. So,
I could charm one. I'm helpful. I'm good at sneaking.
mhm.
I can
Okay.
sneak in places.
Yeah, Terramunda, you're great at that. Mhm.
So if you 3 went, oh wait, you can only invisible. You can only make people invisible for 2 people.
Most
2
people
people.
seem to overlook me anyway, so you don't have
Okay.
to worry about making me invisible.
Oh, Terramunda.
So if 3
God.
of you go in, and then I can cast in something to make one of you guys feel like very strong and an ability. And maybe you guys can go and sneak and charm the captain, and then poof, letting people go. What you think?
Yeah. Well, let's see what's happening. We don't know. He didn't really say that they were alive. So,
So sneak in, check to see what is going on, and then poof. And you've got the message thing wand. So if something happens, you want us to come in there, you just go and let us know.
I would rather not
yeah.
put.
Well, and I can. Here, how about this?
Go ahead.
Put what?
You're obviously saying I'd rather not put
I can turn you invisible.
Derwin in danger if we can avoid it.
Oh, Dalwyn's with us.
Why is he out in the open?
He's got his
Good question.
He's got his cloak and disguise on.
Someone take him home.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't you stay with him and keep him safe?
Go
That
to
is
it.
what I am saying. I do not wish to
Yes.
risk him
Okay.
going inside if it is going to be an
Yes.
outbreak, but we cannot stay outside. He was brought here to help with the conversations between Corvold, remember?
Well, he's not here,
Oh.
so Delvin can
Don't know
go
that.
back to the safe
We-
house.
Delwyn, we don't know that he's not here. We know that the
Yeah.
pirates don't know, but
Oh, fair.
so
Okay, so does this mean 3 of you guys sneak in, take a look around, come out and maybe then help us sneak in, and then we go rescue?
The three of us can go in. So I can turn two of us invisible, maybe myself and Tala. Terminder
No,
and
no,
Priester should be good sneaking.
Yeah, use
Lorcan should be good
invisibility
sneaking.
on someone who is not good at being sneaky, so I'm fine being visible.
Okay, or I can go ahead and turn into something.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
mice and rats are pretty common
Yeah.
in the docks.
Yeah, I'll turn into a
Okay.
rat.
Perfect. Excellent. Alright, who needs
And
invisible?
then you-
Priester, you said you're fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
And Taraman is fine. Who else is here with us? Lorcan, right?
Lorcan, it would be
Lorcan.
fine. But you do have Delwyn and Gira. So those could be
I
made
could
invisible.
turn Girov invisible.
Yeah.
They
That
turn
would probably.
well invisible.
Yeah, but then Girov can't see him and protect him.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Gurov would vouch better for Delwyn to be invisible because if no one sees Delwyn, less likely
Right.
going
Okay.
to target him.
Alright. Sounds good. I like this plan. Turn you invisible, turn myself invisible. And then the rest of us sneak. Yeah?
Sneaking.
So, as you all come to this plan, and as you all begin to do so, invisibility will set in, and that is where we are going to end our session this evening, with you all trying to sneak forward. So, thank you to our players for playing. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I will see you, of course, in the next stream, but until then, please head over to wildewitch.com and check us out there. That's WILDEWITCH.com. It's got all the fun things we have going on, all the ways you can find us on the internet, including the invite link to our Discord to join us, hang out, and potentially get in some games yourself. Also on the internet, helping us out by providing all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone played during dramatically appropriate times, Sirenscape. You can head over to their website, sirenscape.com, to check out all that they can do for you and your table. And with that, as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.